tried any of the healing water yet?
No.
Okay, good.
You did?
Been there twice, probably go a third time.
I hear that it's quite full.
If you go on the weekdays, just after work, it's pretty quick. You go on the weekend, it's a different story.
Mr. Amos, we tried to go through the list that you provided us, just the exhibit list, and we typed up whatever we had on the list. Yeah, we saw the 51, 52, just your recent emails, which had some denominations. That did not come out clearly. It was after you sent your email, then we read again. Because when you denominations actually.
And you have copies of all of this for me?
Oh, you can take that as your copy. That's what we managed to type out from the list that was written by the police. Okay, so we've done the title searches. I think you would already have copies of those.
This one would be for which property?
That's for City 1332. Probably under some hotel, some
That would the hotel somewhere, yes.
That's the one which was under mortgagee sale, I believe.
But you don't have the details of the sale.
John Vita. See, we have the John Vita file. But our issue is we can't disclose the John Vita file. He was a loan client for the fund.
Separate from this.
Yeah. What we have not been able to disclose was the Samampula Hotel Samampula Limited file. And our archive is unable to retrieve that at the moment.
Okay.
But if you do a search, that's what I was suggesting, if you do a search on the transfer to John Vita and probably the mortgage by FNPF on Hotel Samampula, you can confirm the mortgage amount and how much was transferred.
See, I just want to know what number the FNPF is.
Number is
the sale price.
The sale price. Yeah. That can, if you do a search on this transfer number 236874, you can confirm how much the property was.
Yes, that would be with the title.
Title documents, yes.
But I'm interested in the number at the FNPF.
For mortgagee sale, I have to check with with our investments team. We can disclose that at the moment. But it would be made public in that transfer document.
I know.
So you still want us to give that to you?
Yes, please.
And we'll have to do another search for you. Really.
Well, I've waited 30 years. I can wait a few more days.
No, but seriously, we can't. What would it do to get that information? I mean, you can always go into the search yourself.
I've already done the search myself.
Or are you suspecting that there was a difference in the transfer? No, but really, we need to understand. It's not fair on the fund to be just providing you information as and when you need.
Well, considering the amount of time that's gone by, I don't think a few questions is too much to ask.
We'll try and get the transfer. But seriously, it's going to be the same thing that's in the transfer document. I can assure you that.
Good to know.
A copy of the Crown grant. This was the one under that was transferred to Wherein I was limited.
So did they have the actual title there, or was it a provisional for this one? Unless this one is old.
No, that's the Crown grant document.
Okay.
So they have the master copy with them.
Okay, so they actually had like the real, I don't know, what is it, parchment or whatever? The actual copy there?
Yeah, in A3 size. Yeah. Original. But the duplicate which you have to carry around with you for transfers is supposed to be based on this. It's supposed to be in the custody of the pay mortgage. No, it's supposed to be with Wherein I Limited. That's the current owners.
And if another party were hiding the title?
Based on titles office record, this is the owner. No one else should have the title. Okay, so any issues with that?
Not at present, no.
And that's the letter than that, we can establish that the list which we had, we've typed up for you, this list. This is basically everything that was being asked for in the letter, and that explains how why Mehboob Raza had signed it off from the police.
But you don't have anything that has the chain of custody that shows that this, and this, and this was transferred.
No. We couldn't find it. But this is the only thing we managed to find in the mortgagee, the John Ritter file.
This is the same.
This is the letter which we have. Mehboob Raza to be handed over to the new owner, John Ritter Enterprises. So that explains why that list had Mehboob Raza's signature outside Mehboob Raza.
And I forgot, yeah, you're going to need this before showing me anything.
No, that's fine, because we've looked into the site.
If you want to make sure that I am who I say I am.
We don't record of like what he mentioned, the chain of custody. So that we confirm, we don't hold records of that. But based on this, we know that he did not stay with FNPF because transferred as part of the transfer process.
So these were the things that were transferred.
Yeah, based on the list you gave us.
A marriage certificate. Bank checks. Keys. Video discs. Cassettes.
Do we have a copy of the same list? Or you would have it in soft copy?
Yeah, I have the same copies.
You want me to read it out? Yes. And also, yeah.
3/4 of a bottle of Bounty.
You can confirm on email.
So this is really everything that.
Based on that list. So for us, we had to go through the list and decipher the handwriting, trying to create this list for you.
Yes.
So that's what we've done. So, and yeah, we hold.
And that's what you have based on that list.
No, but seriously, that's all we can account for. What else would you think FNPF should be answering to?
There was the mortgagee sale, so I would at least have expected some details of that.
The mortgagee sale.
And then there was the correspondence between the FNPF and the public trustee. They were the administrators, so I'm the administrator now, so I was hoping to see some of that.
Public trustee is not able to provide because we can't locate that honestly.
The public trustee will not even let me through the door.
Well, see, that's our problem really. We are trying to assist you the best we can.
Yeah, I think we are doing much better than the public trustee. In fact, just for information, Mr. Amos, all that we are doing to you now is sort of as a favor. Because we wouldn't be releasing this kind of information to somebody which we had been considered identified because of the confidentiality that binds us.
That's what
But we have gone out of our way. We've allocated somebody especially to go and search with them. Just imagine that's about 20 years ago to look at
I wish I'd
and we
known.
managed to get that. And we take note of that emotions that you said, but you know, like what you said, even the public trustee, they will close the door to you. I think there are other ways, for example, why
Well,
don't you
you
just...
see, the public trustee are closing the door to me not because of the law. They're closing the door because they're closing the door.
Yeah,
It's a completely different story.
This is from outside. We're trying to close the case for FNPF to clear the air once and for all that FNPF doesn't hold custody of these items, and if you think that we still do or however you feel, you can take it further. We can't stop you from doing that. But for us, we want to clearly put on the table for you that this is what we found and this is the reason. Now we at least understand why these items were handed over. So, would you just acknowledge receipt of both letters for our record? Copies,
Let's see, this would be your copy, right? This is my copy?
yeah, no, just acknowledge our copy. No, we have no copy. It's received, signed, and the date. You're asking for the mortgage sale details. That's really confidential information. You can presented his passport.
No, that was
Letters of administration.
Yes, I already presented the grant of administration.
I think that's basically
Yeah, well. Whatever that was. The other documents. Ask them for things, they don't give you anything.
But when did you start teasing up again?
The first court case started in about 2000.
No, the case
I
about,
turned 21 back in 1997.
Yeah, that's what the case was convicted in, I think it was before the coup in 1987. By that time to say, when they saw me,
Yes, I was still a child. You're blaming me?
No, it's taking too long because you are sort of blaming FNPF for all these things, but we are the one that is doing the bandwagon.
I don't know about blame. I'm just trying to find out. And
the
as we
tone of
know,
your email
there
sort
was
of,
that 2-year gap in between, and No one even told me like, oh well, I haven't provided certain information or anything. No, they just stopped responding. I mean, it's right there in the email records. I made several attempts after that.
I personally would have been in your situation, and I'll be doing the same thing with letting go.
I even sent like, oh man,
Yeah.
I've lost count of how many messages I sent to the whistleblower thing, and no one ever responded to me. You know, I probably have copies somewhere, but you know, I've got hundreds of documents and emails, and God knows what all else. You know, this is just one of the stops on my trip.
That's it. Not that.
Yeah, both titles have been exclusive statements.
Oh, is that supposed to be my copy too, or? Oh, okay, it's just shrunk. Okay.
Can you get the big copy from titles or
But yes, when you're asking me what took so long, that's the question everybody asks me. And then I tell them the same answer. The public trustee was running the whole show from 1986. And in order to get our estate out of the public trustees, we had to take them to court 3 times. And that's not counting all the other good stuff that the public trustee does. But if you want to know about that, if you know someone at the public trustee, you can ask them. Oh, yes. Yes.
Can we just agree on certain things that we've resolved as of today going forward?
Well, all I can say is I've confirmed receipt of these documents. That's really all for now. I'll have to go through, you know, compare and contrast. And you know, as you know, it's really hard to read that police list.
Yeah.
So we've gone out of our way to actually decipher the list for you.
Yes.
So that's basically, it might not be complete in some respects.
I know.
Okay, this letter. This is a key letter which we found that can establish the reason why those items were handed over to FNPF. Can we agree on that? I mean, well, that's our position. But if you don't agree, we can agree to disagree. So based on that, those items will not be in the files custody.
But see, that's the thing. Because there's no listing of which items went where, apart from, you know, like the ones that were circled on the evidence list.
Exactly, but why would FNPF want to hold on to those items if they were specifically handed over for a reason?
I have no idea.
Yes, so as far as we're concerned, the mortgagee sale has been concluded and there are no outstanding issues. So based on this letter, they were handed over for a purpose and this is resolved for us.
The number of items belonging to the King's Hotel, I guess there was never any determination made.
Doesn't it explain that there's a whole bunch of documents or items in that list, but only a few were handed over to FNPF? The rest would still be in police custody.
It's not only the items, it's all this other stuff.
Yes,
It's quite hard to read, yes. I agree with that, yes.
Yeah.
Let's see. That would be the powerful charity. And then I believe at the time that the King's Hotel was under receivership before the mortgagee sale. Because speaking to like actually I believe it was Mr. Raza himself, and he was asking me this questions that he couldn't believe I didn't know the answers to.
Mr. Raza was in his office?
Yes. But he was asking us,
Yeah.
as far as the operational, I mean everybody asked the same question, where did all the money go? And I have no idea.
So if the property was put up for mortgagee sale, definitely it wasn't coming to FNPF. So it wouldn't serve as a debt.
Usually, any money that is sitting in the case is the police is in custody. It's never, I don't think they do something to get us.
But what his point is that the operations of the hotel.
The hotel's bank account. audit of this. Anyway, there's a bunch. I think we can agree that pretty much on every page, various items were taken by so and so, and it's just a question of where they went afterwards. I'm sure you understand, just the chain of custody. But as you say, like if there is nothing beyond this, yeah, that was the major one there. Where all.
This is what concerns us.
Yes.
This is where we created this business.
But see, there was that, and then there was another one with the same signature, but it was smaller, so it's hard to read.
On that
You
we
can
got
have a cooperation from other places that you also do, right? Like the police.
Yeah, actually, yes. I mean, I've been let's see, I've been to the High Court Criminal, I've been to the High Court Civil, I've been to CID, I've been to the regular police, let's see, Chief Registrar, everybody's had no problem so far. It's only the public trustee who
So
don't
what
want
have they
to.
given you so far?
In terms of who's given me what? They've all given me results of their search. Oh yeah, the DPP as well, yes.
Okay, this letter here, this was a letter to court some years back.
Yes.
Which I believe was
From the police to
in
the
relation
chief
to your
registrar.
letter,
Yes.
one of your inquiries report.
Yes,
What
I
has
did
the
that back in
response been since?
1992. As far as like the gold coin, I mean not the gold coin, the gold ring. See all those exhibits in the court. Well, I mean it's kind of like the FNPF. There's just no chain of custody. So that's why.
So
I have to
what have they told you about that? What have they told you really about the No, since you are actually coming to us, telling us that this, and that.
Well,
But
it's,
What
the
we
same
think is that
response really, yeah.
what we think
Well, see,
is
that's the thing,
we've
see.
actually done more than what others have done. Like in your case,
well, in the case of the FNPF, there were more activities that were conducted by the FNPF rather than
so like
rather
the court
than
and
just
the public
holding.
trustees also. So
In terms of the public trustee have 30 years of things that they've done.
like
The FNPF, I mean.
Mr. Amos, let me explain this with you. You are the estate of your late dad is now being. What actually should have happened is that there should be a court order or some sort of thing for us to do this. But we are doing out of to help you. We are actually doing much more than what is supposed to be for us. And like the extraordinary female that you said, it's really uncalled for.
You see, my thing is not, I'm upset about this. I'm upset that for 2 years, everybody just, as soon as I show up in person, all of a sudden things happen.
No, really, that's not the case. Everyone's heard about you. It just so happens that you turned up and people were there to assist you. I mean, no one was trying to avoid you. And even yesterday when we requested to defer the meeting to this afternoon, the tone of your email was such that I was trying to evade having the meeting with you. Which seriously, we do have business to attend to apart from looking for documents for like 30 years old.
Go on about it.
So, I mean, those are the sort of things that we think it's not fair on you. It's uncalled for you to be addressing. Well, anyway.
Yeah, 2 years, and I made attempt after attempt after attempt, and everybody ignored me. Not even, you have failed to furnish us with this or that piece of information.
No, they were giving you information within that time frame. They were giving you details about the mortgagee
I
sale.
made
They gave
several.
you.
No. There's like one thing on the mortgagee sale, and then we have discharged it, and that's all.
See,
There's
for
no
one thing,
details.
when you came to FNPF, you did not even know which link to FNPF you were coming through. You came here as a conveyancing title discharge, and the whole time we were looking for the title, thinking that this was regarding a member's title.
But it's all explained in the email.
No, Mr. Amos, we had to do our own
I gave copies of this one, what was the other one?
We had to
The
do our
typed
own
one.
search to actually establish that it was a loan with FNPF and not a member withdrawal.
It's all right there. The same things from the
Yeah,
evidence.
exactly. That's why we responded to you. They were telling you about John Vita Enterprises and all those.
You see,
They were responding.
I was asking about the assets, all the articles of property. Nobody answered those questions. There was something, they responded with a discharge. That's not the title.
No, you started with the title
Yes,
documentation.
and then I moved
That's
on.
where Imrana came on. See, exactly, because we gave you information and you came back with more information. It wasn't like you came out right with what you needed from FNPF.
Because I didn't know.
Yes, exactly. So why
Nobody
are you
tells
only
me-
blaming us?
Because see, when I did start with that, then no one responded. That's what I'm saying. I mean, if you don't believe me, you know.
No, I do know that there was a gap, but it
Oh,
wasn't
that's
like
right,
you
that's right.
inquired and FNPF was silent the whole time. We were assisting you.
No.
And it just reached the stage where
Let's see again. Sunday, November 21st.
Yeah.
And let's see. Okay, so when was the last response? The
Yeah.
last response from the
Mr. Amos, I think we'll just agree that we've given you the information. We confirm that these items were given over for a reason.
So there we go. September 11th, 2014. And then the rest of that is just me checking and checking, and then everybody just ignored it. And that's when I
okay.
figured I was wasting my time.
So all that aside, we now have the documents
And
for
I
you.
have this, yes. And I guess that's all for today.
We can agree that if you want to get more documentation, you need a proper search warrant. Information on behalf of FNPF.
If you could put that in paper, please.
We'll email it again to you. We'll confirm this meeting. We have on record the documents which you've received. So we can resolve this.
All right.
No, it's just that we just need to agree and close this because we all have a productive time. We can't be corresponding on emails, blaming each other, and we all want to move on.
I guess this is the end of the meeting.
That's it, huh?
Sure.
Yeah, naka. Right? Ako yan. Naka. Okay.
And that's the exit, right?
Bring up. Yes, sir. Okay, sir. Oh, you wanna take a ride up and go?
Oh, you're going up again? Okay.
But I think you have something to start with.
Yes.
Yeah?
No, more than I did
I can
several years
understand
ago.
the emotion, but we were,
Yeah, I know that no one is personally responsible, see? I'm just tired of
Yeah.
going everywhere, and this is 30 years later. But anyway, thank you for your
Thank you,
time.
Mr. Amos.